Number 1. Beware of Sophie, the gifted contortionist with a twisted sense of humor. As she crab walks backwards at full speed, her head barely dangles off the ground, sending shivers down your spine. Her eerie and creative ways of scaring people she's never met before seem to be fueled by something darker, but be warned, her dangerous stunts could lead to fatal consequences. With each step she takes, her neck teeters on the brink of snapping all the way back. Multiple times, you may think to see her life hanging in the balance as she runs down the darkened halls, adding a whole new level of fear to the already haunting situation. Number 2. Have you ever seen someone with natural red eyes? Look at this Iraqi girl with pure red eyes, for she's unlike anyone you have ever seen before. Her skin and hair devoid of all pigmentation. It is her crimson irises that send chills down your spine. As she squints at the camera, you realize that her eyes absorb all the light, giving her a look that can only be described as malevolent. It almost looks like a Sharingan from the animated series Naruto. While her parents view her unique trait as a blessing, others see it as a curse. In many cultures, red eyes are a sign of possession, and some superstitious people will undoubtedly shun her before taking the time to understand. Her red eyes are a permanent fixture, a mark that she will bear for life, and one can only hope that society will not ostracize her because of it. Number 3. Beware, for the video you're about to watch is not for the faint of heart. Created to raise awareness, it will play voices in your head and inflict visual and oral delusions that will send chills down your spine. But among the many terrors that await, there is one that is particularly haunting, an eyeless girl who appears without warning. She is a common sighting, and no place is safe from her grip. Once she has found you, there is nowhere to hide, and she will haunt you without mercy. No one knows why so many people report seeing the exact same figure. Is it a manifestation of our deepest fears? Or is it some kind of possession that drives people to madness? If this simulation is already so terrifying, imagine how much worse it would be to encounter her face to face. Beware, for once the eyeless girl has captured your mind, you may never escape her grasp. Number 4. As Wanda pedals down the isolated road, she spots a stranger lurking in the shadows. The figure is draped in a dark, floor-length cloak, and their hand is raised in a peculiar gesture. Wanda's heart thunders in her chest as she passes the figure, feeling their malevolent presence. She can't shake off the feeling that this is no ordinary person. As she looks back, her eyes widen in horror at what she sees. The stranger's long, pointed ear confirms her worst fears. This is no human. Wanda is now gripped by paralyzing fear, wondering what this ominous being might want from her. She is certain that it's not here by coincidence, and the thought of the unknown sends shivers down her spine. Number 5. It all started with a Twitch streamer from Russia, whose identity remains a mystery to this day. She was innocently lip-syncing to a Japanese song, entertaining her viewers, when suddenly she heard the sound of a door opening. She knew that sound all too well. It was the sound of her deepest, darkest fear coming to life, for she was not alone in the house. Her stepfather had returned home and caught her in the act. Her heart pounded in her chest as she scrambled to turn off the music and hide her embarrassment. But it was too late. Her stepfather had seen her, and there was no escaping his judgment. They exchanged a few words, but the tension in the room was palpable. She knew that he was disappointed in her, and that her secret was out. Her worst nightmare had come true. As the conversation came to an end, she made a feeble attempt to close the door on him, hoping that it would all go away, but the damage had been done. Her private world had been invaded, and she was left to face the consequences. Let this be a warning to you. The things that you do in private may not always stay that way. Your deepest fears may come to life when you least expect them, and there will be nowhere to hide. So be careful, for you never know who might be watching.